Lichens. Lichens are the symbiotic associations between algae and fungi. The algal component, which is the autotrophic part in this symbiosis, is called the phycobiont, and the fungal component, that is the heterotrophic part in this symbiotic association, is called the mycobiont. Lichens are found in habitats like the walls, window panes, barren rocks, cooled volcanic lava, tree bark, soil, and various aquatic habitats. Different forms of lichens are found based on their habitat, such as Saxicolous, Lignicolous, Corticolous, Terricolous, marine, and freshwater. Saxicolous lichens are those that grow on moist rocks. A lignicolous lichen is a lichen that grows on wood that has the bark stripped from it. Corticolous lichen. These species are strictly endoperidermal. They penetrate into the dead cork but not into the underlying living tissues of the plant. Terricolous lichens are those that grow on soil as a substrate. Marine lichens are those that generally grow in the brackish water habitat. Let's look into the morphology of the lichens. Lichens vary in color like orange, brown, dark brown, gray, yellowish, green, etc. Based on their morphology, lichens can be of various types. They are as follows: crustose, leprose, foliose, fructicose, and filamentous. Crustose. These lichens are crust-like, closely attached to the substratum. Leprose. They are like minute scales attached superficially to the substratum. Foliose. These are like twisted and crinkled leaf. Fructicose. These are branched, erect with bushy appearance. Filamentous. These lichens consist of chains of algal cells wrapped around by fungal hyphae. Internal structure of the lichens. The major part of the lichen's body constitute the fungus, and only 5% part is the algal component. The body is divided as upper cortex, that is the algal zone, middle medulla, lower cortex, and rhizines. Only the algal zone contains photosynthetic partner. In about 98% of the lichens, the fungal partner belong to Ascomycetes. In the rest, the fungal partner belong to Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes. Symbiotic relationships. The algal partner or phycobiont plays important roles, like they help in nitrogen fixation if it is a cyanobacterial type, helps in photosynthesis, provide vitamins and other growth substances. The fungal partner or the mycobiont is involved in the outer covering for protection, attachment to the substratum, protection against harmful radiations. On the basis of the above mentioned rules of algal and fungal partner, lichens show symbiotic relationships, that is, symbiosis or mutualism. Sometimes the mycobiont, that is the fungal part, sends hausteria into the algal part. It prevents the alga to secrete pectic substances or induces alga to secrete nutrients. In this case, the fungus is considered to be a controlled parasite over the alga, and this phenomena of controlled parasitism is called halotism. Next subtopic about lichen is the reproduction in lichen. Lichens may reproduce vegetatively or sexually. They reproduce vegetatively by the following ways, such as fragmentation, death and decay, etc. Lichens produce sexually by the following ways: formation of ascomycetous fruiting body, formation of basidiocarp. Sexual reproduction is not considered to be a common means of reproduction to form a new lichen. Importance of lichens. Lichens have widespread importance for the mankind. Some of the very important uses of lichens are: lichens contain a complex carbohydrate called lichenin. It is used as food for many animals. Many lichens are useful in producing various types of medicines like antibiotics. For example, Usnea and Cladonia, they are used for making antibiotics and usnic acid. Cetraria islandica, it is having an laxative mucilage. Parmelia, it is used for curing epilepsy. Lobaria is used for treating lung diseases. Lichens like Rosella tinctoria, they are used in making different types of dyes. Litmus, which was previously obtained from Rosella montagin. Extracts of Lobaria and Cetraria islandica are used in tanning leather. Some lichens are used like in brewing industry, for example Usnea. Lichens are the best indicator of pollution. They do not grow in the polluted environments. Lichen help in understanding the process of biological succession by the ecologists. Hello dear students, you can see here there is one small patch growing on this jackfruit tree. Can you see? I hope you can see. I'm zooming. I cannot go as it is a lot of mud is here. I think you can see this is the patch. This is the lichen growing on this tree trunk. It was not before 6 months ago. Now I can see it's clearly seen because of the pollution free environment, because of the lockdown. It is growing above on the tree trunk. Along with that you can see some of the moss that is also growing on the tree bark. Finally, my students, this was the entire topic about lichen. Hope you understood it and found it interesting and informative. If you have found it informative and have any type of queries, do comment me in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.